Brady, can you kind of walk us through that ninth inning? And Dave said some of the calls weren't going your way, but you were able to still get out of it. Against a really good hitter there against Elko.
Yeah, we were getting a bunch of balls that could have gone either way and just didn't get any of the calls. But I mean, that happens sometimes. Didn't make me any less confident in my stuff, so I kept going right after him.
How much did you think you could go? I mean, did you surprise yourself with how many pitches you were able to throw after pitching yesterday, or how did you feel, health wise and everything going into the outing?
I felt better than I did yesterday. I was really, really confident today. I wanted the ball.
When you faced Elko on the 7th, am I correct? You threw the same pitch 3 straight times to him?
Yes.
What was that pitch?
Curveball.
Didn't you get him on that pitch last night as well?
That was a slider last night.
Okay.
But
okay. I just wondered though, facing him 3 times, getting him out 3 times in 3 pretty big moments. I mean, just what were your thoughts of being able to do that? Because not a lot of pitchers have been able to have that kind of success against him this year.
I'm just still believing myself. I don't really care who's in the box. I know what my stuff does. I know I can get anybody out.
Michael, for you, this pitching staff's been so good all year, and there's so many different arms that have helped out. Do you feel that as the year's gone on, you've gotten a better feel for how to catch certain guys and just kind of how to go about calling those games?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when they come in and throw strikes like our guys did today. Makes it pretty easy on me.
Zach, for you, I mean, I believe it's now 9.1 scoreless innings in SEC play for you. You've been on a good little run here. Just kind of what's it been like for you, and how do you feel up there on the mound right now?
I don't really think too much about it. I just go out there and try to throw strikes, be consistent every outing. But I'm just glad this team got the win. It was a hard-fought win.
Michael, you had 2 quick outs there in the 5th, I think, when you hit the go-ahead home run, and then Lanzelli worked an 8-pitch at back to get an infield single. How big was that in your mind right before you came up?
Yeah, Chris deserves a lot of credit there. Wearing that guy down, and I end up getting a hanging slider. So not a lot of people will see that in the box score that Chris got that walk on a lot of pitches, but yeah, he deserves a lot of credit for that for sure.
What'd you get Elko out on the last ball of the game?
Slider again.
Slider again. Okay. He seemed like he was, you kind of fooled him pretty good the last bat. He seemed like he was up there swinging. And then just what was I guess Dave said when Matt came out and came back to the dugout, he said, hey, they're kind of laughing because the strike zone wasn't what you guys would want it to be. But I guess how tense is that? How do you guys handle that? Maybe Brady and Michael. Bases loaded, Elko's up. Game's on the line.
It didn't change anything.
Yeah, I mean, seeing a freshman with that composure is pretty wild for me. I've never seen it, and I've been playing college baseball for a while now. So going out there, I mean, you can just see in his eyes he's confident, and then our infielders are cracking jokes with the bases loaded. So it kind of lightened the mood a little bit and made it easier on us.
It might be, Ole Miss in a pretty desperate situation. They need SEC wins. They had a big win Friday night, and they're probably feeling pretty good. I think this is the first time, now that Arkansas has lost a lot of openers, but first time since Auburn series last year, early in the year, that Arkansas lost and then came back and won the next 2 games. Kind of what was the mindset going into Saturday? How big do you think it is that you guys were able to win the series?
It was big. Friday, I thought we had a lot of balls that we hit hard and they just didn't get through, and they had some that got through and they weren't hit that hard. So ball flies different every single day. We came in, kept the same attitude. We're going to get the bats going even more coming here soon. But yeah, we just went right at them with our best guys and our best stuff and came out on top.
Are you thinking home run there or more just try to pull the ball,
No. I'm always thinking center to left field, and that slider just kind of hung up a little bit and I got extended. So like I said, I got to give Chris a lot of credit for that, because that slider was not the same slider I'd been seeing throughout the game. The other ones I was fouling off and had a little bit more break to it. So yeah, like I said, credit to Chris for getting me in that situation.
This one's for Brady. Does growing up down the road from Oxford give you any extra motivation for a series like this?
Yeah, they were one of the Mississippi schools I wanted to offer me, and they didn't offer. So I definitely had a little bit more of an edge seeing them powder blues.
Michael, big picture for the weekend. They scored 10 runs, but they also stranded 26 base runners. Your thoughts about how your pitchers performed with runners on base, because it seems like they did a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, really good. It's hard to do, man. When they put pressure on, and they got a really good lineup. If you watch them take BP, it's a pretty good display. So, I mean, our guys attacked them with their best stuff and got ahead early, and it makes it easy on me, especially calling a game.
The defense
This is one of the tighter strike zones that you guys have faced this year.
Yeah, for sure. Especially today. I mean, a lot of those balls, especially the Brady threw, have been strikes all year. So it's kind of, it makes it a little bit harder to call a game just because I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to get too far behind in the count, but he made that adjustment pretty quick, kept his composure well. So it made it easy to finish out that game.
And then Zach, for you, over the last 4 weeks or so, you've really pitched well. Has something changed for you? Is it a matter of confidence?
No, I have the same confidence in myself every time I go out there. Work ethic didn't change. I mean, sometimes it's going to go well, sometimes it's not, but you can't just lose confidence in yourself. And I didn't really do that.
Zach, I think you benefit from a couple of double plays today. What do you think of that double play combination of Robert and Jalen there up the middle?
When I go in to pitch, I'm not worried about striking out people. I just want to get ground balls. I mean, all the outings I go in or that I have, if you look at them, there's a lot of double plays turned. And I know Robert and Jalen, there's nothing better than them two. So just knowing you got those people behind you just makes it a whole lot better when you're pitching.
Who'd you pick Arkansas over? Like Arkansas, and who else did you consider strongly?
Like recruiting
Yeah.
wise, the only other school that I had an offer from was Mississippi State. No, I don't want to wear that ugly maroon. So
Okay. And then, Mike, I don't know if you realize this, all the runs this weekend came on home runs, all 3 games. Just what you think about your all's, I guess, home run display, power display?
I don't want to talk about the win because we're not supposed to anymore, but I've been saying it all year. If we played in conditions like this all season, we would have at least 25 more home runs than we do now. So we finally got a good day with normal wind and took advantage of it.
All right, guys, appreciate it.
Thank you.